A few months ago, I bought a car with 200,000 miles on it, a real survivor. On the drive home, every rattle felt like a countdown to its last breath. But then I tried a few bizarre, ridiculously simple tricks, and the engine came back to life. Smooth, quiet, almost new. Your car can do the same. Most drivers just never unlock it. Today, I'm giving you 17 ways to revive your engine, plus a bonus at the end. Number 17. Warm up your engine the right way. The old idle for 5 minutes advice is outdated. Engines don't want to sit still. They warm up faster and safer while driving gently. Long idling actually does the opposite. Cold fuel doesn't burn completely, and that extra fuel can wash away the thin oil film your cylinders depend on. That means early wear, more sludge, and an engine that ages faster than you think. The perfect warm-up is simple. Start the car and wait about 30 seconds. That's enough time for oil to begin circulating. Use your normal routine as a built-in timer. Adjust your seat, buckle up, check mirrors, maybe roll the window. By the time you're ready, so is your engine. When you start driving, go slowly. No hard acceleration, no revving. Cold oil can't protect metal under stress, and aggressive starts cause unnecessary wear. If your car has a temperature gauge, watch it rise gradually. That shows everything is warming evenly and safely. This gentle approach reduces strain, prevents sludge, saves fuel, and keeps your engine running smoother for years. Now that your engine is warmed, let's keep its lifeblood fresh. Number 16. Timely oil changes. Your engine drinks oil like it's life itself. Ignore it, and you'll pay later. Timely oil changes aren't about blind rules. They're about keeping your engine alive. Forget rigid numbers like 3,000 or 5,000 miles. There is no standard rule. Driving in dust, stop-and-go traffic, or hot weather, oil needs changing sooner. Waiting because you're busy is dangerous. Oil's job is simple but critical. It carries away dirt, metal shavings, and carbon. Over time, it breaks down and turns into sludge. Sludge blocks passages, starves moving parts, and causes wear. Stretching oil changes might save a few dollars now, but that tiny delay could cost a fortune. You are preparing for clogged lifters, worn cylinders, and destroyed bearings. The solution is simple. Change it when it's due. You can do it yourself in minutes, or drop by any auto shop for a small fee, $50 or less. Cheaper than a total $4,000 engine overhaul. Check the color and consistency. If it's dark, gritty, or smells burnt, it's overdue. A fresh lube system is great, but something's still choking performance. Number 15. Carbon cleanup. As you drive, black soot builds up inside your engine. It clings to valves, pistons, and the intake system. The result? Rough idling, sluggish acceleration, and weird knocking sounds. Your engine starts feeling old before its time. Short trips, stop-and-go traffic, and cheap gas speed up the buildup. That sticky carbon chokes airflow and disrupts combustion. Imagine running a marathon with a sock in your mouth. It suffocates. Now picture your engine gasping through that same sweaty sock. Here's the good news. Carbon cleaning is like a spa day for your motor. You have two options: a fuel additive poured into the tank, or a professional walnut blasting service. Yes, crushed walnut shells shot into your intake scrub the carbon clean. When to do it? Every 30,000 to 50,000 miles, especially if you drive a direct injection engine. The payoff is massive. Smoother rides, quicker throttle response, better fuel economy, and an engine that finally feels alive. Your engine works hard for you. Give it a detox, and feel the difference the moment you hit the gas. With soot cleared, your engine still needs clean air to breathe freely. Number 14. Replace dirty air filter. Your engine breathes through the air filter. Clean air is its lifeline. When the filter clogs, airflow drops. The engine struggles. Power dips. Fuel consumption rises. Turbo engines? You'll feel the lag like a punch in the gut. Many drivers skip this step. Some even think a dirty filter works better, but that's a myth. A clean filter means smooth airflow, quicker acceleration, and a quieter ride. Your engine responds instantly. MPG improves. Components last longer. If you've just cleaned the throttle body, this is the perfect time. Open the airbox lid, pop out the filter, and check it. Dusty or dark? Swap it out. Most filters need replacement every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or sooner in dusty conditions. Use the correct size. Don't force it in. Secure the lid and reattach the hose to the throttle body. Costs range from $25 to $100, tiny compared to engine repairs. Done right, your engine breathes deep, responds sharp, and runs like it just rolled off the lot. Clean air, happy engine, smooth ride. You can also tune the sensor that measures every breath. Number 13. Clean your MAF sensor. Air is fuel for your engine, and your MAF sensor is the gatekeeper. It measures every breath your engine takes. The ECU uses this data to balance fuel and air perfectly. Dirt on this tiny sensor is total chaos. A dirty MAF sensor guesses wrong. Your car jerks when you accelerate. Fuel economy drops. Idling gets rough. Sometimes, the check engine light pops on. Short trips, dusty roads, or oily air filters make it worse. Over time, your engine struggles quietly, losing power and efficiency. The fix is simple and fast. Unplug the sensor carefully. Don't touch the delicate wires. Spray it with a MAF-specific cleaner. No scrubbing. Let it air dry. Plug it back in, and your engine breathes easy again. Do this every 10,000 to 15,000 miles, ideally when you change the air filter. 5 minutes, zero mess, huge payoff. Your car will accelerate smoother, run quieter, and feel alive again. However, heat can still sneak up. Number 12. Flush old coolant. Overheating is an engine killer. Cold metal expands, hot metal warps. Your coolant is the unsung hero preventing disaster. It keeps your engine from boiling in summer, freezing in winter, and corroding all year round. But old coolant isn't a hero anymore. It turns acidic, thick, and nasty. Sludge forms. Passages clog. Radiators choke. Water pumps rust. Your engine suddenly struggles like it's carrying a ton of bricks. Waiting too long? That 2-year limit isn't a suggestion, it's a lifeline. Flushing is easier than you think. Drain the old fluid completely. Don't cheat with plain water. It rusts your pump and corrodes metal. Flush with distilled water, then refill with the correct coolant. Run the engine briefly, drain again, refill one last time, and seal it up. The results hit immediately. Temperature swings stabilize. Radiators breathe freely. Your engine runs cooler, smoother, and lasts longer. With temperature under control, its oils turn to get a high-performance upgrade. Number 11. Switch to synthetic oil. Your engine deserves better than regular oil. Think of synthetic oil as a high-performance shield. It's not mandatory, but it's a game changer. Regular oil works, yes, but it breaks down faster under heat. It leaves behind sludge and fails to protect during cold starts. Synthetic oil resists high temperatures. It lubricates more consistently. Metal parts slide smoothly. Wear slows down. Your engine feels alive, even after 150,000 miles. Controversy: some argue synthetic isn't necessary. Technically, they're not wrong. Older cars with mild use can survive on conventional oil, but in modern engines, stop-and-go traffic, extreme heat, or long drives, synthetic offers superior protection. Less friction means fewer breakdowns, better starts, and improved fuel economy. MPG can rise slightly, often 1 to 3 miles per gallon. Acceleration becomes smoother. Engine noises fade. Switching is simple. Drain your old oil, use the right synthetic grade, and replace the filter. No worries. You can always switch back later if you want. In short, synthetic oil is like giving your engine premium fuel for its heart. Smooth, protected, and ready for every mile. Smooth lubrication is key, but your gears won't shift themselves. Number 10. Change transmission fluid. Some people think transmission fluid lasts forever. Wrong. Over time, it breaks down, loses lubrication, and allows metal-on-metal friction. That's when gear shifts grind, slip, or hesitate. Ignoring it can destroy a transmission faster than you imagine. A simple flush every 30,000 to 60,000 miles keeps things smooth. It removes old fluid, sludge, and tiny metal particles before they wreck your system. Think of it as giving your transmission a fresh start. Your shifts become crisp, your clutch or automatic feels lighter, and the engine runs more efficiently. Cost? It varies. Compact cars like a Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla, $120 to $150. Mid-size sedans like a Camry or Accord, $150 to $200. Luxury models like BMW or Mercedes, $250 to $400. A small price compared to a $3,000 to $5,000 transmission rebuild. Flushing your transmission fluid is like hitting the refresh button. It protects expensive parts, improves performance, and extends your car's life. Skip it, and your smooth ride turns into costly repairs. A little maintenance now saves a fortune later. Number 9. Stop redlining every time. Revving your engine to the red line every time is a fast track to trouble. Every full throttle launch stresses pistons, rods, mounts, and the transmission. Even a moment of reckless acceleration when the engine is cold can cause wear that adds up silently. Turbocharged engines are the most sensitive. Aggressive driving heats the turbo oil faster than it can circulate. That can leave bearings starved and shorten turbo life dramatically. Your car feels powerful, but your engine pays the price. Smooth, measured acceleration is underrated. Let the engine warm, then gradually increase speed. Your car responds better, fuel efficiency improves, and engine parts last longer. It is like a warm-up before a sprint. Push too hard too early and you injure yourself. That doesn't mean crawling everywhere. Occasionally, it's okay to accelerate briskly, but do it when the engine is ready. Treat your car with respect, and it will reward you with reliability, quieter performance, and longevity. The thrill is still there. You just avoid the hidden damage. Next, it's time to unclog the throttle's sticky valve. Number 8. Inspect and clean the throttle body. Your throttle body may be tiny, but it controls your engine's mood. Most drivers forget it exists. Over time, carbon gloms onto the butterfly valve. This buildup starts around 30,000 miles, yet many wait until 75,000 miles. By then, your engine struggles. Airflow chokes, fuel mixes wrong, the car stumbles, idles rough, or hesitates when you hit the gas. Cleaning it takes just minutes, and the difference is huge. No fancy tools needed, just a throttle body-specific cleaner. WD-40 won't cut it, and a soft cloth or brush. Step 1. Disconnect hoses and sensors. Label them to avoid mistakes. Step 2. Open the valve. Spray cleaner directly on carbon. For drive-by-wire, press the pedal to prop it open. Step 3. Wipe gently. Let stubborn spots soak, then scrub lightly. Step 4. Air dry fully. Reassemble hoses and sensors carefully. Expect smoother throttle response, improved idle, and sharper acceleration. Your engine will breathe easier and feel almost brand new. Number 7. Use quality fuel. That cheap gas habit costs more than it saves. Premium fuel doesn't magically give more power. The difference is the octane rating. Higher octane resists knock and detonation better, especially in performance or boosted engines. If your engine is tuned for E85, methanol, or high octane, regular pump gas is playing with fire. Early ignition slams pistons the wrong way, risking blown engines or cracked cylinder walls. Even standard engines suffer over time. Low-grade fuel burns dirtier, leaving carbon deposits on injectors, sensors, and valves. Performance drops, fuel economy suffers, and your engine has to work harder. Top-tier gasoline is cheap insurance. Added detergents keep the fuel system clean, protect injectors, and prevent buildup. For extra care, a bottle of Techron or Seafoam every 3,000 miles helps flush lingering deposits. Your car doesn't need race gas, but it deserves clean, reliable fuel. Clean combustion means smoother performance, less wear, and an engine that feels like new. Every drive. Clean fuel needs clean delivery. Injectors are next. Number 6. Fuel injector cleaning. If your car feels sluggish, hesitates on acceleration, or drinks more gas, don't blame the fuel. It's likely the delivery. Fuel injectors are tiny nozzles that atomize gas into a fine mist. When they clog with grime or varnish, that mist turns into a weak dribble. Less fuel precision means less power and worse efficiency. Your engine struggles, idles rough, and throttle response fades. Simple fuel system additives can help for minor buildup, but when gunk gets stubborn, a professional cleaning is worth it. They use pressurized kits and specialized solvents to blast away deposits, restoring the injector's precise spray. The results are immediate. Quicker acceleration, smoother idle, better fuel economy, fewer stutters under load, lower emissions too. This isn't a monthly fix. Every 30,000 miles is plenty. Far cheaper than letting injectors fail and paying hundreds to replace them. Clear the injectors, revive engine responsiveness, and bring back that new car feel. Pair this with an air and throttle reset, and suddenly your car runs sharper, smoother, and more alive than it has in years. We're down to the last fiver. Now make sure toxic gases aren't building up silently. Number 5. Don't ignore your PCV valve. This tiny part quietly protects your engine. It vents harmful gases from the crankcase back into the intake, where they burn instead of building up. That keeps performance strong and emissions low. But over time, carbon and sludge clog it. When blocked, crankcase pressure rises. You may notice oil leaks, reduced fuel economy, or unusual engine wear. Left unchecked, it silently harms your engine. Cleaning it is simple and impactful. First, locate the valve, usually on the valve cover or intake manifold. Consult your manual if needed. Next, carefully disconnect it from its hose or grommet. Shake it. A rattling sound means it's working. No rattle? It's clogged. Spray carburetor water or brake cleaner inside the openings. Let it sit, then shake out loosened debris. Allow it to dry completely before reinstalling. Secure all connections tightly. Do this every 30,000 to 50,000 miles, or if your engine shows minor leaks or rough idling. Number 4. Replace serpentine belt. It spins the alternator, powers the water pump, steers your wheels, and keeps the AC blowing. Without it, chaos. Here's the kicker. Belts fail sneakily. No warning lights, no dramatic breakdowns. Until one day, it snaps. Suddenly, your engine overheats, your battery dies, and your steering stiffens. Stranded on a hot road with a dead car? That's what ignoring this little hero looks like. Check it like a detective. Cracks, fraying edges, shiny spots, or a sliding belt? Time to act. Squeals during startup or sharp turns? Another red flag. Replace it at 60,000 to 100,000 miles, or sooner if warning signs appear. Shops do it in under an hour for $75 to $200, depending on your ride. DIY is possible with a belt diagram and careful hands. A fresh serpentine belt isn't glamorous, but it keeps your engine alive, your steering smooth, and your drive worry-free. Miss it, and your car will remind you loudly everything's turning smoothly, but misfires from dead plugs can ruin it. Number 3. Change spark plugs. Your engine can scream for help without making a sound. One of the quietest killers? Spark plugs that gave up months ago. They're tiny parts, but they decide whether every explosion inside your engine is clean or chaotic. Each plug creates a spark that lights the fuel mixture. When they wear out, the spark weakens. The burn becomes sloppy. Power drops. The engine shakes. Fuel disappears faster. And those little hiccups you feel on the road? That's a misfire. Your engine literally skipping a beat. Ignore it long enough, and the unburned fuel overheats the catalytic converter. That's the moment a $25 fix becomes a $1,500 disaster. Fresh plugs change everything. The engine fires clean. Throttle response jumps. Idle smooths out. Cold starts happen instantly. Even MPG climbs because the fuel is finally burning the way the engineers intended. Most cars need new spark plugs every 2 to 6 years, depending on how much you drive. The job is simple. Pull the old ones, install the right replacements, tighten them properly. No advanced tools, no mystery. It's the cheapest performance upgrade you'll ever feel. Number 2. Deep clean battery terminals and grounds. This sounds unrelated to engine performance, but it's one of the most underrated resets you can do. Weak, dirty, or corroded battery connections choke your entire electrical system. Modern engines rely on sensors, computers, and ignition timing. If voltage drops even slightly, everything from spark strength to fuel injection gets sloppy. Symptoms? Lazy starts, dim lights, rough idle, poor MPG, weird shifting, random misfires, all traced back to dirty terminals or a failing ground strap. Fixing it is easy. Disconnect the battery, scrub terminals with a wire brush and baking soda solution. Then, clean the chassis ground points and reassemble. The result is instantly noticeable. Stronger spark, smoother idle, faster starts, stable sensor readings, a cleaner, more reliable electrical foundation for the entire engine. Most people never do this, but every engine feels younger when they do. Now tackle the hidden exhaust bottleneck that throttles power. Number 1. Clean the EGR valve and passages. Hidden deep in your engine bay is one of the biggest power thieves most drivers never even hear about: the exhaust gas recirculation system. Its job sounds strange. It feeds a tiny amount of exhaust gas back into the intake. Why? To lower combustion temperatures, cut emissions, and keep the engine running cool and controlled. But when carbon builds up, the entire system turns against you. A sticky EGR valve or clogged passages can transform a healthy engine into a jittery mess. You'll feel rough idle, sluggish acceleration, hesitation when you hit the gas, even random stalling or metallic pinging under load. Most drivers chase spark plugs or fuel issues, but the real culprit is often a suffocated EGR. Remove the valve, blast carbon cleaner through the ports, brush the buildup gently, and reinstall with a fresh gasket if needed. Almost there! Bonus time! One tiny rubber part seals the deal. Bonus point: give the gasket a silicone vitamin. Tiny parts often make the biggest difference, and this one is criminally overlooked. That rubber ring on your gas cap works non-stop, holding pressure, keeping vapors contained, and helping your engine maintain a steady fuel mixture. But rubber ages. It dries out, hardens, and loses its grip long before most drivers even notice. Once the gasket stiffens, it stops sealing correctly. Pressure drops, vapors leak. Your evap system compensates, and suddenly you're dealing with rough starts, poor mileage, or that annoying check engine light, all because of a gasket the size of a bracelet. effortlessly. The fix is almost laughably simple. Give it a yearly silicone boost. Grab clear dielectric silicone grease. Use a pea-sized amount on a clean finger and massage it gently around the rubber ring. No force, just a smooth coat. Twist the cap on and off a few times to spread it evenly. The gasket softens. Flexibility returns. The seal locks tight again, and your engine runs like it just drove off the lot. With all these revival tricks, your engine roars like new. Up next, discover 17 habits to make your car last over 500,000 miles without repairs.